these 9-to-5ers.
Eat your heart out.
All those cups of tea I couldn't stand.
Bumblebee's a PR exercise, isn't it? Giving these burglary victims flannel about how concerned we are.
That's where you're wrong, Barry. It's all about being proactive.
Proactive. Really must look that up sometime. It's the new buzzword.
Very good, Barry.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey.
Terrific. How much longer?
Now, Helen, it's a small price to pay to get the burglary initiative up and running.
How much room do you need to run on the spot?
Ah, well, they're going to be running around in circles. Coffee?
Yeah.
Good morning. WPC Harris from Sun Hill to CPC Jardine.
Come through. See if I can tear him away from his maps.
Perhaps you should take it up with the shop where you bought the recorder, sir.
What if my grandchildren had been in the room when that came on?
Yeah, well, the tape was probably left in the recorder by mistake.
It's pornography. I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Donna Harris.
Yes, hello.
Helen Jardine. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good of you to make the time.
Yeah, we're in the annex, the other side of the car park. It's a bit chaotic today. We've got a lead on our drainpipe burglar.
Someone stealing drain pipes.
Nifty beggar, who shimmies up them in order to gain entry through first-floor windows. We've got a description of him. He rang a doorbell yesterday, but the owner was in the bath.
So he got no answer.
5 minutes later, he's dripping down the landing and he sees Chummy coming out of a bedroom window.
Was it a good description?
Burglary squad are paying a visit right now.
It's absolutely disgusting.
We'll look into it, sir. But if the tape was made for private use, there's really not an awful lot we can do.
No wonder this country's in the mess it's in.
All right, there, George.
Yeah. I suppose I better go and check this out. You watch the front desk for us, Tom?
Yeah, sure, George. Reckon he might need a hand in there, Reg.
Oh, well, thanks for letting us know, Harry. Sorry about that. They're bringing the suspect in.
Giving me a chance to look at all of this.
Yeah. Welcome to the hub of Operation Bumblebee.
All they've given me is a corner in CID. I've made a start with the mapping technique at Sun Hill, but I see you've got much more detail on here than I have.
You can only do so much with colour-coded pins. I stick to time of day and whether the premises are business or residential.
So you've added other information onto these tags?
Uh-huh. And then the green stickers are anything the Socko turned up. Footprints, instruments used, interesting MOs. Here's our climber. We've got a screwdriver imprint here. Footprint here.
He's a busy lad.
Little bits of evidence. Nothing in themselves. But once we know we're looking for the same bloke, it helps to give us a picture.
Angie?
Get out.
Come on, it looks good.
What are you doing, Jim?
Just
Go away.
That's really nice.
Go away.
Come on, Angie.
Look.
What are you up to, Reg?
Oh, Joe, do us a favour. Go in there and ask George what all the giggling's about.
Giggling?
Go on, you'll find it.
What's all the giggling about, George?
He is blushing. He is definitely blushing.
Grow up, Reg.
What's all this, then?
Just some couple falling around with a camcorder, that's all.
Oh, it's pathetic.
Go away.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not that exciting.
Once you've identified a group of jobs which share a common factor, you can pull them out and take a closer look at them. Yep, come in.
Our friend Linford's a climbing enthusiast.
We've got some footprint evidence on a couple of drainpipe jobs. F23. There we are. We've got him.
I've been thinking of getting a camcorder, I'm sure. A lot of train spotters use them.
Oh, yeah, Rich. Yeah, I'll watch this, but you watched. It's going to be good.
What the devil's going on?
Nothing, Sarge.
I can see that.
Some old boy found the tape, Sarge. Claims it's pornographic.
And it takes half the relief to decide that it is?
Just a bit of fun, Sarge.
What's the upshot, George, apart from wasting police time?
I'll stick it in book 66, Sarge.
Yeah, do that.
I've got a cluster of burglaries at Sun Hill, sharing a similar MO. No evidence of forced entries, mostly video recorders and CD players taken, and always occurring on Thursday afternoons.
Certainly looks to be the same person.
But why Thursdays?
Maybe he's only in the area on Thursdays. Or he's got some free time for some reason. Or he's got the rent to pay on Friday, and this is how he gets it.
Hey, George, what's all this about blue movies?
Your burglary squad, mate, not Vice.
Oh, come on, let's have a look, come on.
All right, go on then, but quick, eh? This is a great bit when she gets in the bath with all the bubbles and stuff.
Yeah?
It's terrific, yeah. Hey?
Bloke washing his cars is a wind-up.
Hold on, hang about. Can you freeze it? Just there, now. Ciao. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Alan. You've been very helpful.
Yeah, and good luck with the Sun Hill Burglary Initiative. Keep in touch, eh?
I will, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, Dave wanted a look, but the start of the video was just some bloke washing his car. So I did a PNC check on the number plate, and it turned out to be a local address.
Order me a copy while you're ready, George.
Oh, yeah, hello. I was looking for a Mr. James Bailey. Right. I'm PC Garfield from Sun Hill Police Station, Mrs. Bailey. I was wondering if either you or your husband has lost any property recently. Yeah, that's right, a video.
What is it, Reg?
Well, if you're busy, Donna, you know, I could...
Well, I did have this idea I might spend the morning on burglary analysis, but I should have known better.
Yeah, you've been well numbered there, haven't you?
As you say, Reg, I'm very busy.
Right, so well, thanks very much for letting us know.
I'm looking for PC Garfield.
Mrs. Bailey, isn't it?
That's right.
George?
Mrs. Bailey?
I'll get the property.
I'm amazed you found it. They said it was very unlikely to turn up.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's a great relief.
Except we've already put in the adjournance claim, but never mind.
Right, I just need to take some details.
There you go.
Is that it?
What, you mean this isn't your tape?
I suppose it could have been inside the video recorder.
I'm sorry?
The video recorder we had stolen. Isn't that what this is all about?
Yeah, can you see a Mr. Agnew, 13 Driscoll Lane, about a videotape you handed in earlier, June?
Yeah, I think I know the one, Sarge.
Find out how you came by it.
Seems it was lost in a burglary last week.
Well, at least we'll never be lost for a drawing pin again.
I suppose it brightens up the office a bit.
Yeah, but it's a lot of trouble to go to just to nick a few burglars.
Come on now, give it a chance. This approach has proved very successful in other divisions.
Oh, I get it. You join all the same coloured drawing pins together and they spell out Chummy's name.
Ingenious.
But it'll never beat the tried and tested method of standing round reading tea leaves, will it?
Stolen?
It rather looks that way, Mr. Agnew.
They sold me a stolen video recorder.
Perhaps if you could give us the details of where you got it from.
Well, I only bought it yesterday. Ex-rental, they said it was.
Where from exactly?
Here it is. Don's Electrics. £100 I paid for it, fair and square. You better take it up with them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Agnew, but we're going to have to take the video recorder in to be examined.
But I didn't know it was stolen.
Oh, no, of course not, Mr. Agnew, but I'm afraid you're going to have to bear with us while we complete our inquiries.
Quinnan and Ackland are bringing in the VCR for identification.
The Bailey burglary was last Thursday. We've got a serial number for the recorder.
Then we can go to Don's video repair shop, see what they have to say about it.
Weren't we supposed to do a spot of Obbo on that place last time it came to our attention?
There was a problem setting it up.
Meaning that something more exciting came up, and it never got done.
Yeah, I'll get onto it again.
I think it's time we took a serious interest in the regular clientele down that place.
Yeah, that's it, all right.
So, you can definitely identify this as part of the property stolen from your home on the 10th of this month?
Yes. So when do we get it back?
Unfortunately, at the moment, it's evidence in an ongoing inquiry.
Dave, Mrs. Bailey's still around.
I think she's getting a coffee in the canteen.
I've just noticed it's the second time she's been burgled recently.
Oh, they give you time to restock today.
I'll go and have a word with her.
It's all right, George. You can go and sit over there if you like. We'll understand.
Leave it out, Reg.
Nah, it's in the capable hands of the burglary squad now, isn't it?
Oh, what, they want to look as well, don't they?
It turns out the tape was stolen in the burglary.
We throw up the leads and they go in and get all the credit.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good idea myself. You know this burglary initiative.
We need something done about burglary, yeah. But Bumblebee's just an excuse for some people to get into plain clothes and clock up a load of overtime, if you ask me.
The first time, you can almost take it philosophically. You think, right, that's it, we've had our turn. But twice in 4 months.
The first time was a break-in,
They took a pane of glass out of the kitchen door.
but not the second time.
Look, no one's going to tell me I left a window open. Don't you think I've been paranoid about checking?
Could they have stolen some keys in the first burglary?
We changed all the locks. We took every precaution. What are you lot doing about it, more to the point?
Believe me, we are doing everything we can to respond to the problem, Mrs. Bailey.
That's what you always say. And all it means is tea and sympathy and don't hold your breath, right?
We can't put a car near enough because of the parking restrictions, but one of the houses opposite has a good view of the shop front and the back entrance.
Only the owner doesn't want to know.
Do you want me to have a word, Sarge?
Nah, hopefully I'll get brownie points for persistence.
Oh, Mrs. Bailey? Your tape?
Not much use without a video recorder, is it?
Oh, well, I'm sure you'd much rather have it back in your own safekeeping. Would you like to sign here, please, at the top?
It's probably safer here than it is at our place at the moment.
Yeah, well, even so, given the nature of the material.
Oh. Is that one? I didn't realise.
You do understand that it is now officially evidence in a burglary investigation and that you may be required to produce it at a later date for examination.
I'm not having that played in court.
Oh, it won't come to that. Honest.
If the system had been up and running already, I would have noticed it sooner.
But you've already linked these 6 burglaries with a similar MO.
But now they've got something else in common. They've all been burgled before,
Unlucky, but not that uncommon.
within the last 5 months.
Well, they must have enjoyed the welcome they got the first time.
Hello, Mrs. Jabvala. It's me again, I'm afraid.
Sergeant.
Look, I know we've been through all this before, but we really do need to use that front room of yours.
I thought you must have found somewhere else.
Just a couple of days' observation of the video shop, that's all we want. We'd do our best not to put you out. You'd hardly know we were there. Just for an afternoon, see how you feel after that?
You'd better come in then, before the whole world knows I've got police running in and out of the house.
So the first burglaries have a variety of MOs.
Unlike the second burglaries where there are no forced entries.
So what happens the first time that makes it so easy to get in the second time?
Well, my first thought was keys, but at least 2 of the victims have changed their locks since the first burglary.
Well, most people do.
Mrs. Bailey did mention having new spares cut at the local heel bar. Seems they were telling her how many other break-ins there'd been around here.
He's taking his time, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's the great British public for you, isn't it, eh? They don't want to know until they actually need your help.
Sierra Oscar 9, we're in business. You can come up, June.
I'll get back then.
Right, Sarge.
Dave! Mr. Agnew! Mr. Agnew!
DS Greg from Ackland.
Go ahead, June.
I think we may have a problem.
Didn't you tell them we'd be dealing with it?
Of course we did, Sarge.
So much for taking them by surprise.
Yes, well, thanks very much for your help, Mr. McKendrick. Goodbye. Used the Pronto heel bar. Said they got chatting and he could well have mentioned the street he lived in.
Not a wise thing to do when someone's cutting an extra copy of your front door key.
Now, Sam Hill has had that hill bar for, what, 30 years? He's as honest as they come.
Well, he seems to be remarkably well informed about local crime.
It's no other people's business. It's just his way.
It still remains that he is a common factor in several burglaries.
Does he have any staff, Sarge?
No, he never used to.
I think you better send Quinnan round to check.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up now after all the trouble I had getting in here. We'll give it a couple of hours anyway.
But he must know that Mr. Agnew's been to the police.
So let him think he's been tipped off. Let's see what happens.
Here we are.
Oh, you mustn't put yourself out.
Well, now that you are here.
Well, that's very kind of you. But don't let us hold you up. I mean, if you want to go out or anything.
Oh, I don't go out much. Not on my own. My son doesn't like me to.
Sierra Oscar from 340 receiving.
Got it, Dave.
Yeah, message for DI Burnside. The hill bar's closed on Thursday afternoons. I'll try and locate the owner.
Blue Fiat Regatta, registration Bravo 393 Bravo Yankee Alpha, dropping off an IC1 female, dark hair.
I could tell you about the comings and goings over there.
How do you mean, Mrs. Jabala?
They wake me up sometimes. Loading and unloading that van at, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning.
You should have called us.
But my son
Said not to get involved.
I don't want any trouble.
Mr. Hiller?
That's me.
Yeah, your missus told me I'd find you here. PC Quinn and Sun Hill Burglary Squad.
Burglary? It's not the shop, is it?
No, everything's fine. Is it okay if I take a seat?
Yeah, sure.
No, I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Have you got any help down at the shop these days?
Yeah, I took on a youth trainee 5 months ago now. The wife put me up to it and thinks I should be retiring by this time. Me! I'll go on till I drop.
This trainee, what's his name?
Jason Worth. He does the key cutting mostly. Putting on a decent heel takes a bit more learning. Still, he's a bright lad. He should do well.
Jason Worth? Doesn't ring any bells.
Could be a juvenile. Been working at the Hill Bar for the past few months.
Oh, here we go. Jason Worth. Petty stuff, mostly shoplifting.
He's obviously got ambitions.
The British don't bring their children up to have respect. That is the problem. I've seen them out there, smashing that phone box. And I think, where are the parents?
Why don't you call the police?
Every week it is vandalized. Every week it is repaired. Why do they want to destroy things? And then there's the couple next door.
Not now, Mrs. Jobwalla. June.
We could go in now.
No, let them finish. Saves us sorting out what's hot and what's not. I want the van stopped as soon as it's left the yard. Then we'll move in on the shop.
Right, I'll call for backup.
Hello? Is it me you want?
Mrs. Worth.
Yeah, that's right.
PC Quinn and Sun Hill Police. I'm looking for Jason Worth.
Oh, he's not in no trouble, is he? He's got a job now. He's over all that.
Yeah, if I could just have a word with him.
Jason! Oh, Jason!
Sierra Oscar from 340. I've located Jason Worth, but he's done a runner.
Sounds like Dave's got a live one.
Yeah, so have we. Sierra 1 from DS Greg, over.
Receiving, Sarge.
Target is on the move, signalling left into Elverton Road.
We are in pursuit.
Go to the yard and cover the back entrance. Police, Mr. Hinckley.
Is there a problem?
I think you know there is.
That old man, he's off his rocker. I handle lots of recorders, ex-rentals. I don't know why he's talking about it being stolen.
It was a new model, less than 6 months old.
A trade-in, then. I'd have to check my records.
Please do.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just do deliveries.
Well, you're going to have a very busy day then, aren't you, sir?
Yeah, and I'd like to get on with it.
Oh, could we see the paperwork, please?
Sorry?
Delivery notes, destination addresses for each of these pieces of equipment.
It's all in my head. Oh, yeah? This is more of a bulk delivery.
Well, straight down the lockup, is it? You know, Damp would do stuff like this no good at all.
Look, it's nothing to do with me. I'm just doing a job.
Yeah, mate, so are we. You're under arrest for suspicion of handling stolen goods. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be given in evidence.
I even offered the old geezer a replacement. I mean, I don't want dissatisfied customers. It's bad for business.
Mr. Hinckley, I've got a couple of CDs for you. Oi!
Tony and Barry are bringing the driver in now.
Thanks, Sarge.
What make did you say it was?
Your van driver's been arrested. Sudden amnesia about where he was going with all that stuff.
What van's that?
Catching, is it? The van that drove out of your yard 5 minutes ago. I'm arresting you on suspicion of handling stolen goods. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be used in evidence.
Donna? Thought you'd like to know. Looks like they've pulled Jason Worth. Good work.
Oh, thanks, Sarge.
Well, if it didn't need repairing before, it certainly does now.
You get out there, Tony?
This is the last lot, thank you.
We can't help it if the burglary squad gets 3 arrests in one morning.
I'm not booking this lot in on my own.
Look, do you want results or don't you, eh?
Yeah, but not by the van load next time.
Five taxi firms and not one of them remember seeing him.
Well, you win some and you lose some. How's it going, Donna?
Can't complain.
Yeah, it must be nice to have time to sit back and actually think about what you're doing.
Donna, you got a list of those jobs you want to stick on Jason Worth?
On the Sarge's desk, Dave.
Yeah, Donna, we'll need details of any previous foreman Don Hinckley when you've got a moment.
Done it already. Possible owners for the recovered property? I'm pulling out that info now.
So it looks like Bumblebee could actually be taken off, Sarge.
I think we're already airborne, thanks to the Queen Bee.